couple of riders trying to sneak across the back, and Fernandez runs in. Riders down in the first turn. Try and get a replay of those riders, but it's Fernandez who leads. Herlings takes over the lead immediately, though. Koldenhoff there in third, Prado in fourth. But it's the Bullet. And I think it's Jeremy Seawer, one of the riders that's gone down there in the first turn. It is number 91, right at the bottom of the pile. Picks himself up, rejoins the race. But it's Herlings who leads. Fernandez on the Honda in second, Koldenhoff third, Prado in red now in fourth place, Ferrato fifth, Pacharel sixth, Fevra is in seventh position, Bogas eighth, Evans 9, Valana in 10. And then Gio, Lupino, Osland, Van Donnick, Jacobi, Tom Cock, Shaleka, Luzbo, Leok, yes, Tano Leok, and Max Spies. And Domantas Jazduskas coming around in 21st ahead of Jiri Havisto and the 52 of Albin Gerhardsson. Sure, we will get a replay of the start in due course, but for now, this opening lap, Herlings leading the way. Newly crowned Dutch champion, of course. Prado around the outside of Koldenhoff and takes third away from the Hoff. Getting his sleeves rolled up is the 61. Knows how important this qualifying race is, knows how important those points are for the championship. Because, let's face it, he's taken 56 points from qualifying so far this year with 5 wins, a 10th and a 6th. Herlings has taken 47 points and yet to win a qualifying race this year. So as it stands, Herlings will gain 2 points in the championship, so that'll bring the lead down to 22 as it stays like this. There's obviously 10 points, 9 points, 8 points. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See what the lap time is this time around, shall we? Finish line to finish line. 2:02.3 for Herlings, 2:03.07. Fernandez, 2:03.4 for Prado. And then we're into 2:05s and 6s, Koldenhoff and Ferrato. Great ride this for Albi Ferrato, the 3:03. He's there in 5th place. Remember, he did the old Edward scissor kicks, didn't he, the other week? Right, take a replay of the start. Jeremy Seawer at the bottom of it. So he's going to be about, what, 9, 10 gates over. Oh, he's already got pushed over there, look. Oh, right at the bottom, and he gets flung right to the outside. There, look. But it already went wrong about halfway down the straight for the Smurf. 9:18, Watson in there as well, 9:19, sorry. 52 in there, Albin Gerhardsson, the STM Corsa Husqvarna rider. So Watson, doesn't look like Watson has rejoined actually. Yeah, he's not showing us in the scoreboard here, the leaderboard. Anyway, Prado all over the back of Fernandez. Oh, the two Spaniards. Fernandez got it wrong, and Prado was able to capitalize as he goes into second position. You'll like that. You know what? This is an impressive performance at the moment from Jorge Prado. He's come out swinging, hasn't he? 24 points. He's saying, right, best chance to score an extra point is in this qualifying race, and he's going after Jeffrey Herlings here. First and second in the championship, second and first in the race. Herlings, 2:02.3, fastest lap of the race at the end of that first lap. Working our way towards the end of lap 2. Prado coming through traffic, coming through Fernandez in the process. Sets the fastest lap of the race, 2:02.06. 2:03.2 for Herlings. See how dry it is through that turn, though, after the finish line area. Very hard and slick. Again, scoop tyres for the start and some of the looser turns, but on that harder, slick surface with the loose stones on top. wonder who has sacrificed the scoop for a novel. Right, here's Prado's pass on Fernandez. Watch this here. Fernandez messes up there, and that was just enough to allow Prado to go through. He's getting his claws in, isn't he? The Spaniard not letting Herlings off the hook. Not sure Herlings has had a weekend off yet since he started racing. And look at Prado closing in. It's less than a second, but you don't need a stopwatch for me to tell you that. You can see he is gaining, and he's right up the inside, and he shows a wheel to Herlings. Spooks him. He goes wide. Continues to lead, though. All of a sudden, Herlings knows he's got his hands full here. Prado, a little bit of airtime there as he doubles his way in. This is a massive confidence boost for Prado at the moment. That left side possibly working better. You don't have those big holes on the face of that liquid molly jump. Is there going to be a reaction here from Herlings? Is it going to be arm pump city for him? It's a nice turn there for Prado. Fernandez on his own there in third. Front end high for Prado there, higher than he needed it to be. Koldenov fourth, Ferrato, Febvre, Benoit Pacharel. The Debates Yamaha showing good form there in seventh place, head of the Geben van Venrooy Yamaha of Calvin Villana, and the standing construct Honda of Brian Bogers, and the ship to cycle Honda SR Motor Blues machine of Valentin Guillot. And we got the second of the factory Kawasaki's in 11th with Mitch Evans, then Van Donnick's JM Honda, Alvin Osland on the JW Racing Honda, Jacoby on the Sarholz KTM. He's in 14th, head of the Beta of Lupino. Watson has in fact, he hasn't rejoined, he hasn't done a lap. So he's going to be going to the line, 25th position. Not sure if he obviously picked himself up after that first turn crash, but was the bike damaged? Siwa has completed 3 laps, but he's looking like going to the line in 24th place at the moment. Albi Ferrato in red and blue, closing in on the 259 of Glenn Koldenov, and I bet if you asked any rider here now, Alessandro Lupino actually, the perfect answer in Lisa's pre-grid. He remembers when we first came here, which was 2009, the track was a lot sandier. Nice improvisation there from Albi, used in the bank. And over the years, it has become very hard-packed, very slick, makes the bumps very square edge and choppy. And inverted commas, sketchy, because obviously there's so much movement, so much nervousness, front and rear, fighting and battling. Yet you've still got the high-speed element. Track's probably as fast as it's ever been. Roman Febvre closing in on Ferrato. So the SM Action US Battery KTM rider comes into land now in 5th place. Febvre on the number 3 Kawasaki, just closing in on him. Prado would move to 3.51, Herlings on 3.28, so Herlings would gain a point, brings us down to 23 points between the two title protagonists. Febvre, who's up to 3rd in the championship before this weekend, will drop back down to 4th because Ruben Fernandez currently in 3rd, 3 positions ahead of the number 3. So Fernandez will go back to 3rd, Febvre will drop to 4th, and Siwa had a, well, he was in 5th. He's not going to lose 5th in the championship, is he? No. Still nothing in between Herlings and Prado, though. 1.6. Romain Febvre, fresh off of his podium at home in France with a race win in the second moto of the day. Not getting the desired start. Febvre so far this year, with 1 qualifying race win, 41 points scored towards his World Championship tally. Remember, again, if you're new to MXGP, these qualifying races count to the championship, but not the overall Grand Prix classification. That's still the traditional 2-race format. So if you get 2 wins tomorrow, 50 points, you win the overall Grand Prix. But you've already had 10 World Championship points carried forward. If you won the qualifying race today, they go towards your World Championship total, of course. So with Jorge Prado arriving here on 3.42, because he's in second, which is 9 points, he will move to 3.51 in the World Championship classification. Romain Febvre still not able to break down the defences of Albi Ferrato. Not the best landing zone there, because when you land, when you clear that double, that step up, the landing is not flat, it dips down and it creates horrible holes, and a lot of back roost as well, and then square edges that you can't always see. Eight and a half minutes. Just looking at Jeremy C. Okay, it's going to be on the outside of the gates anyway, no matter what. But 24th, he's got time to make up on Gerhardsen. So he should get 23rd. He's lapping considerably quicker than the riders ahead of him. But good to see this kind of recovery from Alberto Ferrato. 3.03 coming towards us now in red and blue. Not letting him off the hook, is he, Jorge Prado, to pursue and dog Jeffrey Herlings. Although 1.2 seconds now the gap at the last split, which was just behind the start at the bottom of the hill before they go right, left onto the start straight. And Herlings over the line now. 202.3, 202.379, so that gap still hovering around 1.6 between first and second, Herlings and Prado. Watch this here. Jorge Prado, does he bury it a bit deep? Oh, yeah, a little bit. And lights up the back end, comes back around on him. That's nice there, where they just wheelie that crest before disappearing down the hill, come out of that right, couple of holes, and then front wheel up, let the front end drop down. Just this point of the racetrack here, you see Febvre do it as well. Good effort this from Ferrato. Guillot up into 10th. Evans being dispatched into 11th place as the Swiss rider goes through. Febvre this time opts to go inside behind Ferrato. Felt he maybe lost a little bit of time around the outside. There's Valandren just in the background behind them, trying to close in on Benoit Paturel. Paturel riding a white Yamaha, as he did in France a couple of weekends ago, his home round, but not in the tricolor riding gear this weekend. There they are, just in the background behind Febvre, coming into this bottom corner now. So Calvin Valandren and Benoit Paturel fighting over 7th place behind Febvre. So for Ferrato 5th, Febvre in 6th. And then just there in the background there, Benoit Paturel, look, number 6. So the Debarts Yamaha rider. And Calvin Valandren, Geben van Venrooy Yamaha. What were their lap times last time around? 2:04.0, 2:04.3. Can Valandren find his way past the former MX2 bronze medalist and Motocross of Nations winner for Team France? Working hard this year, Benoit Paturel. A privateer team put together just for him. It's almost like the last chance salon for him. But he is working hard, he's training hard. He's taking this year in MXGP very, very seriously. And he's there in 7th place at the moment. There's only about 3.5 seconds down on Romain Febvre. But he is under attack from Calvin Verlander at number 10. And in terms of, look at this. Prado, who set the fastest lap of the race last time around. 2 minutes, 0.886 compared to a 2:01.3 of Hurlings. Neither of these two want to give an inch to the other, because Prado arrived here 24 points clear. It's going to be 23 if it's like this. They are the top 2 riders in the championship. Prado holds the championship leader's red plate, and he has come out on all cylinders today. He's rolling up his sleeves, he's getting stuck in. And it's the first time we've really seen this, because normally when he starts around about 4th or 5th, he tends to stay there. But I wonder if in the last couple of weeks, David Decali has maybe changed something in the training program for him. Maybe different sprint races or sprint motos in training, something like that. Just to bring out this kind of performance from Prado, because he's gone from 5th to 4th to 3rd to 2nd. And all of a sudden, the last few laps he has been harassing Jeffrey Hurlings. The gap is still 1.2 seconds. He's not letting him out of his sights. Not sure what kind of racetrack we'll get tomorrow, how they'll prepare the track, how much water they'll put down. Will it rain tomorrow, yes or no? But he's letting Hurlings know that even though these conditions maybe favour you on paper, heavy landing there though from Hurlings, he's just letting him know that I'm here and I'm prepared to stand toe-to-toe and take the fight to you. Fans liking what they see here as well. Prado probably looks the smoother of the two at the moment. So not making any excuses for Jeffrey in any way, shape or form, but normally race 1 on Sunday has arm pump for the first sort of 15-20 minutes before things settle down. Was there a touch of arm pump for him in the early stages? Is he still riding with arm pump? We've still got 2 minutes plus 2 laps to go. This battle still juicing up between Paturel and Verlander in 7th and 8th. The French rider not letting the South African through, holding his own. And actually, this is a massive change in how Paturel is riding this track. Remember a couple of years ago when we came here, probably before COVID, so maybe 19, and he did not look comfortable on the racetrack at all. Struggled through the waves, struggled with the conditions, just didn't like it. And this is what I mean about Benoit Paturel. He is a different person this year, working hard, enjoying his riding, enjoying being back at the sharp end as well. So to come here and put in this kind of performance on a track that previously probably didn't like so much, didn't have a good feeling with, it's pretty impressive. But Verlander is menacing, isn't he? Right, it's going to be 3 laps to go then. Leaders are already through, time ticking away. Verlander buries that rear wheel. Trying to think outside of the box, isn't he? He's thinking, right, I can follow you here and here, but I need to use outsides or insides opposite of what you're doing. Like here, look, gets right back onto the rear wheel, picks up the front end there. No, he doesn't actually, just compresses the suspension, but he's alongside Paturel, and surely this time, lap 10, Verlander is going to go through. He's alongside him. It's going to be a drag race. Yes, he is. Verlander goes through. All of a sudden, he's now into 7th place. Paturel made him work for it, though. Romain Febvre, meanwhile, in 5th, and he's found his way past Albi Ferrato. We'll have a look at that in a moment, but... Oh, in fact, we'll go there now. Oh, in the waves. Messed up, did he? Didn't get the good drive. Febvre did. Gets alongside him. Moves up into 5th place. Now he's got clear track ahead of him. Holding off right there. Was about 2 seconds. It's now down to 1.4. And he was able to put in his fastest lap of the race as well, Febvre. 2:02.07. That was only 2 or 3 hundredths slower than Herlings, the race leader. Two to go. You know what? This performance here, well, actually, what's going on here, let's say, Jeffrey Herlings getting a good start for once. Prado not getting a good start, prepared to come through traffic and take the fight to Herlings. Tomorrow, if Herlings doesn't make a start, he knows that Prado is going to be up for this. Going to make the job a little bit harder because he's not breaking the Spaniard. And he gets close. 31.3, 30.9. Prado quickest in Sector 1. We're in Sector 2 now, which comes to an end. Oh, no, mistake there from Herlings. Back end steps out. Sector 2 comes to an end just through this right-hander. Around about there on the face of the jump. 32.5, 32.3 again. Prado. But then he just makes a slight, well, not a mistake, but he was just a little bit laboured in that right-hander. Well, lights at the back end through there, the bullet. Just over a lap to go. Will there be one last attack from Prado? Will there be a sting in the tail? One of these two is going to be flexing their muscles at the end of this, ahead of race 1 on Sunday. Watch this here. Herlings just jumps in and then a little bit off line. Couple of kicks there from that square edge. Rails his way through that turn. The gap less than a second, 9/10. Oh, again, gets a little kick. Prado jumps long, more efficient. Into the final lap. 2:01.6, 2:01.3. The gap 1.3 seconds then. Haven't seen anywhere yet where Prado can maybe make a move on the bullet. It's going to come down to a mistake, isn't it? Haven't seen too much in the way of back markers yet either. Right, Sector 1 coming to an end any moment. And so for Jeffrey Herlings, he goes through Sector 1, his fastest of the race, 31.208, 31.253. Prado, they're still separated by 1.4. Again, Prado good at the end of the straight there. But Herlings equally good through the turn. Oh, Prado just loses ground, loses touch. I think Herlings, this is his race to lose now. There is traffic just ahead of him. And he may, yeah, and it's the 52 of Albin Gerhardsen, the SDM course Husqvarna rider. And he stays well out of the way, allows the two leaders to come through. I know it's only a qualifying race. And if Herlings wins it, will it be considered a big victory because of the way he's dealt with the pressure behind him? If he makes a mistake and Prado goes through, it'll be an even bigger victory for Prado, put it that way. Either way, it'll be a point gained or a point lost for one of these two. And at the moment, it's Herlings who is gaining a point. And Prado is all over the back of him. 2 corners to go. Gets alongside, but not going to go through, and Herlings will maybe just hang on. He gets a horrible kick, though, on the takeoff, and there's nothing in it as they hit the line. 0.4 of a second between Herlings and Prado, but it's Herlings who comes out on top with the 10 points. Prado 9,